everybody, and welcome to Wine Library TV. I'm your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. Wine Library TV, wine. It's a Friday here in New Jersey, the dirty Jers, don't forget about it. Now, wine is meant to be fun, and that's what my episode's about today. You know, I've been paying attention to the forums on Wine Library TV. I've been paying attention to the customers. I've been paying attention at all my tastings, at restaurants, watching people, getting together at blind tastings, and I'm noticing a lot of people taking a lot of things very seriously. Now, in this world, there are a lot of things to take seriously, like the health of your family. That's pretty much it in my opinion. But there are so many things, and what I'm begging today, this is a plea, is to make wine fun. I want to thank Joe Hoholik for sending me an email last night at like 2 in the morning, and I sent him back a reply about 3 in the morning. So a little bit of night owl stuff going on. But, you know, he asked for questions to come back, and I've been getting a lot of those emails, and Joe is really getting the credit for a lot of people asking. And so today we're going to do a laid-back Friday, you know, dress-down Friday episode and answer some questions. And let's get right into it, because that's what we're about. Now, wait a minute. House cleaning, real quick. Number one, I'm going to be on Martha Stewart's radio show on Sirius today around 4:15 Eastern Time. Hopefully the team can get this video up before then. And please call. There is a link over here. Also, Wine Spectator came out with their Top 100 issue. And guess what? On page 98, that's right, we made some Vaniacs famous. And I hope you enjoy that. Make sure all you Vaniacs check out if you were picked to be famous. And what I want you to do is sign it and send in a video. By the way, videos. You know what? If I don't get one soon, I may have to stop doing videos my damn self. No video intros. Please, somebody. Other than that, somebody's almost catching up to me on localwineevents.com for favorite vlog or blog. So, get over there and give me a vote, please. All right, enough with that. Bill T says in the Ask Wine Library TV section, which is also up there in the corner, please use it. And more importantly, I've been noticing people are answering other people's questions. It's a wonderful community. I really appreciate the love everybody's giving each other. Ask Wine Library TV. Bill T. Beal. Jessica Beal? Bill T says, Pillar Box 2005, rated 91 points Parker and only $8. Seems like a screaming buy to me. I'd love to know what your take is on this wine. Bill, no. Let's go to the next, well actually, you know, first we'll do the wine. Let's do this, and here we have the Pillar Box 2005 red from Australia, $8, 91 points, Robert Parker. Let's see what's going on here. Some ridiculous color. I mean, just huge, huge black color. Really nice. Very vibrant on the nose. A lot of black licorice. Really, really popping on the nose. I'm getting dark cherry, a little bit of a chocolate-covered strawberries on this one. So that's quite nice. The consultant winemaker is Chris Ringland, one of the great winemakers in all of the world. He's a pioneer in Australia. Really dark purple color. Let's give it a whirl. Wow. That is a big wine. Loaded actually. This is from Pathway, which is a great area in Australia. 15% alcohol by volume. Very loaded with black pepper, a little raspberry, a little bit of a creme de cassis. Quite nice. Actually, massive black cherry and really a long finish. I really enjoy the overall vanilla that's coming through on the mid-palate to the finish, and the structure is quite profound for an $8 wine. This is a screaming value. 91 points is a little bit high in my book, but I would tell you right now that this wine is easily in the 89 point range, hovering towards 89 plus and maybe even to 90 points. Again, New World Fruit Bomb, it's that kind of style. You've got to be careful if you're an Old World fan, and it might be a little too over the top for a lot of people, but if you enjoy that overwhelming explosiveness of the New World wines, then this wine is a wine for you. I'm very impressed, and we're going to sit back and relax on this Friday and take wine as a fun product as it is and answer some questions. So let's keep going here. New World Guy says, what is the jammiest fruit bomb you have ever tasted? New World, pretty interesting. I would have to say that maybe even that wine we did the other day, 2 episodes ago, you know, what is that? What did we do? We did the Garrettson Syrah Boudior, which was like a 16.7 fruit bomb. That may be one of the biggest of all time. I've also had some amazing Syrah from Upslope in California. That's really big fruit bomb. And Clomimi, some of their Bunny Slope stuff are really explosive. And then obviously anything ironically made by Chris Ringland from Australia. There are a lot of jammy fruit bombs. And I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a recommendation and you don't want to break the bank, this at $8 is a great fruit bomb for the money. Henry Chinaski says, Gary, why do distributors prefer to allocate small production wines, i.e. Saxum, to restaurants over wine stores? Henry, it's called American branding. What basically happens is this. You make a wine. It's your life and heart and soul. You put a lot of effort into it. And you've created this wonderful product. And you could sell it to A, the restaurants, who will then take it and put it on the wine list for $250 a bottle, or B, a wine retail store that will put it out for $80 a bottle, or C, the evil and horrible wine library that will put it out for $65 a bottle. Who do you think they want to sell the wine? Where do you think they want the wine to be? From a branding standpoint, these wineries love the prestige of looking at things at $250. Do you think Cartier would be happy selling their watches at $69.99? I doubt it. So it's not the distributors, it's the wineries that are dictating the distributors. And I'll be honest with you, even though I'm that horrible C, I understand where they're coming from. They put a lot of soul and effort into their businesses. I have, my father has, into our family business, so I can understand. However, I like the consumers. Let's move on. Karen L. says, what would you serve with tandoori chicken? Karen, since I eat tandoori chicken every second day, I can answer this perfectly. I would go with a really crisp Alsatian Riesling, maybe even a German Riesling. They tend to go really well with really spicy foods like this. But to really answer your question the way I really feel from my heart, anything your heart desires. I don't like the rules. Let's not take it so seriously. Whatever you think. Obviously, there's great food and wine pairings, but sometimes I do weird things. I eat pickles with ice cream. Is that a perfect food and wine pairing or food and food pairing? I don't think so, but guess what? Gary Vaynerchuk? Yeah, me? I love that. Man, I definitely don't want to talk in third person ever again. Okay, now these questions are from episode 137, the last one. Obviously not listening to the rules of putting all the questions into the ask section. Good old Ludwick, love that name, says, what is the wrestler in the blue pants doing to the poor wrestler in the yellow boots? That was from yesterday's episode. Good old, please don't make me go WWF, or should I say WWE on your ass, but I will. There is a very famous moment in the mid-80s. That's right. When the Iron Sheik put the camel clutch on Hogan and he broke it. And then he went on to win the heavyweight championship of the world, sorry Sheik, and Hogan ruled for 10 years. But the Macho Man was still better. Yeah. Let's move on. Denise says, hey, what wine would pair with a gingerbread house? Denise, maybe it's time to lay off the wine just a little bit. Does everything have to go with wine? What's my next question? Hey Gary, what wine goes great with poop? Hey Gary, what goes well with turtles? Hey Gary, what goes well with old t-shirt I found in the dumpster? But to answer your question, Denise, I'm going to say Sauterne. A little Sauterne with a little house is always awesome to the GB man. Did I not just say I was not going to go third person? Okay. Gordo Flocka says, bring it on, Gary. Have you seen the videos on Wine Spectator's website? I think that everyone in there has a stick up their ass. Keep up the good work. Gordo. Oh, awesome. You mean I could take this out finally? I am so pumped. Yes! And finally, Carl Satrev says, looks from Ruski descent, like me. Drowned Smurfs and cork tossing? Is that indicative of too many wine tastings today? Sometimes credibility suffers when dignity declines. Energy is best when it appears to be in control. Carl, I apologize and respect your opinion. I totally understand where you're coming from. And finally, my question of the day, and this is a big one. Everybody's going to answer. Lurkers, you don't come out, there is no more WLTV. When did you, in what grade, because that's the key to this question, in what grade did you stop caring what other kids thought of you? We'll see you next time on Wine Library TV. I'm your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. You, with a tiny bit of me. I mean, like half the size of this little screw top. We're changing the wine world, aren't we?